How you doing, guys? Today's a pretty historical day. I'm feeling pretty euphoric inside because it's the official first day of me bringing you guys footage of historical places around the United States. We're talking graveyards, abandoned houses, and one of the places I went to today was a historical park called the Manatee Village Historical Park. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, I am at the Manatee Village historical location near Tampa, Florida. And this is what is up front in the parking lot. We have an old steam engine train. I'm not sure if this location is open because of the pandemic, but we're gonna find out. And I hope they're open. Hello. I am Kevin from the Nomok Experience. All right, very cool. So they're closing here shortly. They close at 11:30 in the morning, which is weird. Florida, I guess everybody goes to bed at 11:30 in the morning here in Florida. But here's a whole bunch of older houses and looks like an older church. Here's an old bedroom. Wow, look at that. There's an old picture. Can you imagine what it was like to live back in these days? Wow. No Wi-Fi in here, I can promise you. Go ahead and pause and zoom in on that if you need to read it. I am sorry this video is rushed. I really am. But got to kind of help them out with the time frame. Here's an old front porch and an outhouse. Another old bedroom. Creepy. Pause and read that if you want to. Here's an old piano. Oh, look at this old record player. And this area is roped off, so I can't get too far in here, but my camera can. Pause and read that. Now, I know I'm walking fast, but I've got to get all this in because those two ladies at the front desk were really nice enough to let me walk through here and see the rest of this place. So this is an old high school. Wow, can you imagine for all of us going to school that this was your classroom? That's as big as it is. I would have done a whole lot better in school if the classroom size was this size. Give you an idea what it looks like from the front. So that's where Ruth Talley sat. And this is where I used to always sit. In the back, very right-hand side of the class. And then I would sleep. So what's next to us is the courthouse. So here's the courthouse. Give you a panoramic view real quick and then we'll go into further detail. And this is where the judge sat, who sentenced everybody to death for stealing horses back in the day. I'm not sure if we can read that on camera. All right, next we're gonna go into this old gigantic church. It even smells like a church in here, and I can hear the echo just like a church. Give you a panoramic view. Yeah, it smells like an old Catholic church. That smell, I remember, because I went to a Catholic school from 1st till 4th grade, and it smells just like that. I guess that means Jesus is present. Look at this old pane glass window. Don't forget to keep your voices down. Everything you say can be heard in the sanctuary. Very cool building. And this is where the pastor or priest would do his sermon. Very cool. All right, let's go into the main building and shoot that next. So this is an old blacksmith station. But yeah, very cool. Old blacksmith station. That's probably the job I would have had back in this time period, working with metal. Naomi Ruth Fogartyville. So this is an old boathouse. Where they used to build and manufacture boats by hand, apparently one at a time. There's an old boat that was started. And then here's another build area. And there's a boat on the ceiling that's not done, and then a boat down there that's not done. That old car. Whoa, what is that creepy thing? That is something out of a scary movie for sure. T.M. McDuffie, medical doctor. And the gentleman downstairs said that this sword is a Civil War era sword that was carried by a medical doctor during the Civil War. And that's going to be difficult to read, so I'll read it out loud. Sword of Dr. John C. Pellet, 1860 to 1865, model 1860 staff and field officer sword carried by Dr. Pellet while serving as an assistant surgeon in the Confederate Army. Not intended as a fighting weapon, this type of sword was a badge of rank for Army officers. Look at these old tools they used to use. That is some freaky stuff. I wonder how many amputees were at the business end of that. A whole bunch of horse saddles that are hundreds of years old. And some rigging and gear. Pause that, read it. Pause the bottom and read it. Wow, look at that old satchel. It's like something the Pony Express would use. Yeah, there's definitely a ghost wearing that at night and walking around this house. And apparently this chair is also a toilet. All right, guys, that appears to be it for this building for what I can go inside and outside. So thank you for coming with me with this historical trip, and we're going to catch you on the next one.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you